What's good, boys? My name is Braun Savage. In today's video, we're going to be going over some of my top plays, the coins that I've made the most on, and also some of my top losses and what I've learned from them. I will even go a step further and go into detail about why I chose that coin, what made it a winning coin, how I researched it, etc, etc. This is my most requested video to make on YouTube. So I'm really hoping to make it informative and educational for you guys because I pride myself on being a content creator in this community that's kind of a man of the people instead of a streamer or influencer who doesn't care about their community. Also, really quick, boys, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love that you've been showing on the YouTube, on every single video that we've been posting, boys. You guys have absolutely been running those views up. So I'm going to ask you to do the same on this video. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We're really trying to grow, boys, and be someone actually helpful in this community. I'll leave the link in the description to my Twitch where I stream every day, and also my Discord where my community, myself, and some top traders, we're all in there trenching together in a healthy environment, just trying to make a bag together. Now, without further ado, boys, let's jump right into the video.
Yo, it's flying.
Oh God, that's
Like,
insane.
all-time high. All-time high.
Oh my God. Is that
Yo.
Gake? Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Yo,
Let's go.
how did I sell twice? How did I miss two? How did I miss two times, bro? Oh, you still have some?
Yeah, I'm holding a soul.
Yo, what?
I sold half right there, so I'm only holding 0.4 now. On this first coin that we're going to go over, guys, it may have been one of my best entries I've ever entered on stream. My very first buy on this coin, if we zoom in to the very beginning, was right here at 13K. And this coin ended up running to the millions. Looking back on it, I wish I would have bought in with a bit more in the beginning, but it's very hard to know you're about to catch a million market cap runner when you're so early. So I just put in 0.5 because that's safe with my account balance. That's what I felt comfortable with. We put in 0.5. And our final buy-in right here before the run was 28K. We let it run all the way from 28K to 500 before we started trimming. We were trimming. It was taking some serious dips. People were still figuring out about what it was. It was still very early. And here's the part of the clip that I just showed. This is where a huge, well-known wallet bought in with 3K worth. That's why I was so hyped, because I know that whenever this wallet buys in, people are really paying attention to it. A lot of people have this wallet on their trackers. So after that specific wallet buys in, now everyone's looking at this coin. We took some of our biggest trims up here at the top at 1.4 million. In total on this coin, with only a 0.5 soul entry, we walked away with 5.755 soul. We turned that $80 into 814. That was a 1,122% gain for us. Now, that was my earliest entry that I've ever had on a coin that ran this high. If I would have held longer, boys, I could have made a ton more because it went to 8 million market cap. But you still have to be grateful with any type of win that you make, because just with us putting 0.5 soul in, we made someone's weekly paycheck off that in maybe a matter of 5 minutes. So we can't beat ourselves up over that. Now, let's jump into why I chose this coin. After being in the meme coin space for so long, anything that's a stupid little joke on Twitter or kind of meme related, a lot of the top traders talk about it. So pages like these aren't hard to find. I've been following this page for a while. It's kind of some dark humor in a bit, but it's called I Find Retards. I even had this page hook up to the Twitter tracker that we have in the Discord. When they first made this tweet that says calling all meme coin Deegans, I literally saw this tweet the second they posted it. When I saw the tweet, I copied the CA or the contact address, immediately went to Axiom, searched it, and it brought it up. And that's when I made my first buy down here, like I showed you guys, at 13K market cap. So the research behind this coin was fairly easy because I already have been following this account for quite some time. And since I've already been following this page for quite some time, I know that all their interaction is original. Their whole community is original. It hasn't been bought. Nothing's fake about it. But that's always something you want to check when you're going to coins that may have a high following similar to this, like 665K followers. You want to go into the comments and make sure they're original. They're not just bots being like, oh, this looks like a good project. 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 You don't really want to see that. You want to see actual people. So this was coin number one, and how I found it, what made it a good coin, how quickly we did our research, and our profit on it. Now let's jump into trade number two. Boys, you cannot tell me this chart isn't super clean. I bought in once at 11K, and I took trims on the way up, with one being as high as 170K. We did our own research on this coin. No other big wallets bought into it, which made us profit $932. At the time I traded this coin, it was a big thing that Fortnite came out with their own cryptocurrency in the game. One of the characters, who was a pickle, came out with his own coin called Dilbits, and you use them in game to buy weapons and things like that. When this coin came out, the Dilbits coin was still at a pretty low market cap. Everyone was paying attention to it. It was the coin that was creating the meta. It was the hottest coin at the moment that everyone was paying attention to. So when this one came out, it kind of caught my eye because we haven't seen a coin called Pepe coin. And when I researched the name at the time, this was the only coin that was made with that name. So already when we first saw the coin, the main things that we were looking out for was, one, it piqued our interest. Two, the name hasn't been done before. So that was us kind of researching the coin. And three, by the time that we researched the coin, it was still at a low market cap, and we knew that it was a good entry for us to get into. We went to the Twitter link, and right here we can obviously see it's in Spanish. And so maybe I was thinking, oh, Pepe coin is just Dilbits in Spanish. But after we translated the post, it literally says brief gameplay of the new Pepe coin and wave scanner. So after we saw that it translated to Pepe coin even in English, we went to this Twitter page to make sure they were legit. And we could see that they have actual interaction on their page, on their posts, things like that. It's not like a scammer just trying to make a Fortnite account just to make a coin to see if he can profit off of it. So that's when we bought in right here at 11K, 2 sold, because I was very confident in the play. I usually don't do that, and I don't recommend a lot of new people do that, which is different than my usual 0.5 buys. We took some trims right here around the migration area just to be safe, and then we took a big trim up here at around 150K, and then as we started to see that it was losing a bit of momentum and then it wasn't bouncing and making a higher high, we started to sell off the rest that we had, which at this point was only like $40, $80, you know, something like that. So this was a beautiful play, which was highlighting some great research in the very beginning, going off the current meta that was currently pumping and going crazy, and good patience by us for waiting to trim the full amount. We walked away with this trade turning $300 into 1.3K. That was a great play, boys. I'm glad we hit it, and I'm glad that I can share it with you. Now let's move on to trade number 3. So here's trade number 3, guys. This was an absolute beauty of a play. We turned 1 soul into 7.36 soul and made a profit of $908. I'm really big on doing research early. I encourage every single trader to learn how to do that. You can make a lot of money. On this coin, it was almost so stupid that it was good. And I'll show you what I mean by that. This is the name of the coin. Fist US Fire. So after I opened this coin from it looking unique to me, I went to the link, and this was just posted by an actual Congressman Jared Moskowitz account. At the time, it had like 60K views, and it took you to this part in the YouTube video. It automatically went there. So when you press play, this is what shows.
Rather than giving like a really big, long speech, I feel like I could just use this, and this will tell you that I think it's good. Right, so like that's a fist. Americans like fire. So I'll just, from now on, when we do things where like we agree, I'll just hold this up rather than giving like a really big long speech. So job well done, guys.
It's something so stupid, but why would a congressman hold a sign that is fist, American, and then fire? Like, what? It's just so stupid, right? But it's the fact that he actually posted this from his account, which made it unique. Like if it was a little news page or something like that, it might gain a little traction and run to like right down here, like 20K market cap and then die out. You're researching and going to these links within a matter of maybe like 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds. So as soon as I got done researching it, which was just in time, I saw that the dev was already out, which is a green flag that he can't rug you later on. You only want to see the dev continue to hold their position and not sell when it's their own project. Like for example, the Trump coin, which is probably one of the most well-known meme coins. You wouldn't want to see Trump sell right after he made the coin and made the announcement. That would show that he doesn't believe in the project. But on any little shit coin that's based off of news or a derivative to the meta, just any type of coin that's not a project coin that's made from the owner, that's when you want to see the dev sell. So after we saw the dev sell and after we researched it, we bought in with 1 soul, and we were patient because we know that this was a cook. We had to wait for people to see what we saw. That's what gave us such a good entry. We bought in down here 7.46 1.46K market cap, and we took our trims at the very top after it migrated from the 60K range to the 70K range. Once we saw it didn't pick up volume on this dip and it couldn't break the previous high, we just sold the full amount right here. And I mean, just look at that. We could not have played that better. That was a textbook research buy and hold type of play in the meme coin market, boys. I mean, that's just as good as it gets. Okay, boys, here's trade number 4. This will be the last one that I go over. It's not one of my biggest wins. We still made $509 on it, but it's a great example of how you should be paying attention to what's coming out while something else is running. And also a great example of how to research a coin quickly and what to look for on why this coin might run. So ChatGPT's official Twitter account posted this picture. And in the past, they've posted this same picture, just not in this kind of anime style font of the picture. And they named their mascot Chubby. So when a coin came out with this picture after ChatGPT posted it, people were trying to scatter and find the name. And they found one on one of their old tweets, and it was that picture that I was thinking about. It was called Chubby. And so that coin was kind of running, and it was already at like 300K market cap. It was kind of getting some volume and some traction. I missed that play, and I didn't want to buy in at that high of a market cap because I didn't think that that's a million market cap runner or anything. So after the Chubby coin already migrated and is taking off at a high market cap, that's what everyone's focusing on. So as I was watching the new creation section, this one said buy Tay. It had links to it, so you guys know what I did. Just like my other trades, as soon as I saw it, it caught my eye because of the different name. I opened the coin and I quickly went to the link. In his picture that he posted, he asked ChatGPT what the name of this little guy was, and he said, "That's our mascot, Baite." Literally, the ChatGPT bot said that. So it kind of overrules what they've said in the past because this is more relevant. And then not only does that look so good, he did everything right about posting it so people would pay attention to it. This coin came out at the right time. Everything was just absolutely perfect. Our research was perfect. Everything about it was perfect. That's when we bought in with one soul and we just trimmed on the way up. We just took our profits on the way up. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better thing than that. Now that we've gone over some of my biggest wins, we need to go over some of my biggest losses and what I've learned from them. So hopefully that you guys can as well. Trade number 1 regarding losses. I know this looks a bit funky, boys, but that's just how the charts were at this time. There was one coin, and I think it ran to like 50 million. When you would buy in one of those coins, it would charge you a small fee, like 5 cents or something like that. The longer that you would hold, it would bridge your rewards from the coin that you were holding, let's say just for this example, IBM, and turn it into BTC, Bitcoin, and then send those to your wallet. So it would be a really, really cool idea, and it was working on a couple coins, like the actual projects or whatever. This was like maybe the 3rd one that came out after the runner, and at the time, it had links attached to it and all types of stuff. It looked super legit. I bought in with 2 soul worth down here really early. I was trying to catch a play, and it turned out to be a scam. I couldn't even sell. These aren't actual sells. So for these coins to work, the liquidity pool can't be burned because it needs to use that somehow. I'm not sure about the specifics behind it, but on the actual ones that were running, the liquidity pool wasn't burned. On most coins, like on all the winning coins that you saw, the liquidity pools are always burned, boys. Like you don't really ever have to worry about that. But for this certain meta, it was a bit risky because if the project wasn't legit, the liquidity pool wasn't being burned, and they could pull liquidity out, and that means that there's not enough liquidity for you to sell. Well, I got caught in one of those, and that's exactly what happened here. We ended up losing $281, but it wasn't the end of the world. Now that was the biggest loss that I've ever had while trading on this account. I always try and keep my losses very small and my wins very big. The lesson that I learned from this: don't buy into anything unless the liquidity pool is locked and burned and whatever, you know. It doesn't matter if it's a legit project or not. It's always too risky. You need to make sure that the liquidity is burned. Here's trade number 2 for the losses. It's funny about this coin. I remember I just got on. I broke one of my own rules, which was I didn't sit and watch the new creations come out, so I didn't know what was copy and what was scam and then what actually looks original. I didn't do that. I broke one of my own rules and I paid the price for it. On this coin, boys, not only did I get mev'd and buy in at the wrong time, this coin has been done a billion times, and I didn't think to even research it. I mean, I just played this so bad. When we went to the links and everything, we saw this YouTube video about how it talks about the Tate brothers.
Today we're talking about...
And in here, he mentioned V Scorpius, about how it's some type of, it's connected to Andrew Tate's brother, And at the time, it was kind of picking up traction. I mean, it's almost at 16K here, and we bought in thinking it was going to keep going. And after I got mev'd, everyone sold, which made us lose even more. And our total loss on this was $256. We still walked away with around $127 out of our $300 buy. It was overall a very bad play. We played it completely wrong. And what I learned from this was never break my own rules. Like, as you guys trade, you may find something that works for you and you're like, okay, I need to do this every day when I log on and look at the market. As soon as I broke it, I lost $200. So a lesson learned from me is to always follow my own personal rules that I set in place, my own guidelines. Now let's move on to trade number 3. On this coin, boys, it's something I'm not very proud of, but I'm being transparent with you guys as that streamer that I was talking about in the intro of this video, just being honest with my viewers and that type of thing. On this coin, I was in a bad headspace. I think I was on the phone some girl and she was pissing me off. I mean, I was in a bad headspace in general, and I should not have even been thinking about trading, but instead I saw this gaining so much traction and I tried to trade it. I tried to scalp it. As you guys can see, a bunch of little buys, bunch of little sells, and it did not work out for me. Don't ever trade when you're distracted or pissed off or anything. You need to be focused, lock the fuck in. That's super important. I was very impatient and not willing to see the play go through. I was just dumb. For example, instead of us losing $180 right here, okay, this is going to blow your mind. If I would have just held my initial entry when I saw that this was a good coin, similar to my winning trades, if I was just locked in, I could have turned our one soul buy-in down here at 15K into almost 10 soul, which at the time was around like $1,500. On this coin, this girl that's like an OnlyFans model or something like that, she tweeted out, "Hey, I'm getting robbed, guys." And we didn't know if it was a joke. We didn't know if it was just her trying to like market, you know, things like that. But it turns out she posted pictures of like cops coming. She was hiding in a closet, all types of shit. It turned out to be something crazy. And this coin ran to 160K market cap. And we had fucking 15K entry. I mean, it could have worked out totally different for us if we just would have been responsible, disciplined, and patient. Everyone comes into the meme coin market thinking that you can make quick money. And that's not the wrong mentality. The biggest hurdle you have to get over with meme coins is being patient enough to find the winning coins that can make you the quick money. And this is a prime example of me not practicing what I preach. So that will complete the video going over my top trades, why I took them, how I researched them, and how much we made, and also my biggest losses and what I've learned from each and every single situation that I've lost. If you guys have any other questions, if you have any other video ideas, please leave a comment in the description because I'm always looking for new content to create. I need to know what would be most helpful for you guys. If you'd like to trade with me, I'm active in my Discord every single day, and we also do giveaways in my Discord for free soul. I'll leave the link down in the description for you guys in case you'd like to join my community. I appreciate y'all watching so much, boys, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.